Alright, today I have one piece of mail, and pretty much every day has been either one piece of mail or nothing. I guess Monday or whenever I got those two autographs, it was two pieces of mail. But it hasn't been really anything like full boxes of any kind. You hear about people with full mail boxes, and I don't get that anymore. I get nothing. So it's just a dead time for everything. But I wanted to mention that I got another 6 or 7 more items mailed out, including a care package off to somebody, because they took me up on my offer on some cards that I had wanted to kind of send on out of here. One of the things I've been doing has been constantly cutting down the amount of paper that I have. I have not been buying any of the paper at Goodwill, or very little of it. I've not been buying any more envelopes. I did buy some more stamps, but that's for a couple packages, and some other stuff. So again, I've just really been cutting. I did buy a couple of books here. I'll show you these before I get to the main event here. And 25 cents a book. There's another book off to the side here, but we'll just show these 3 here. This is Sports Illustrated, They Said It. 200 of the funniest sports quips and quotes. So again, 25 cents a piece for books, and it's just kind of funny there. The quips and quotes in here, I don't know if there's anything really great in here. Let's see. Gaylord Perry, Royals pitcher, said this. He said of his 314 game career winner and repudiated spitballer on announcing his retirement at age 45, the league will be a little drier now, folks. So I don't know what that means, but that's what he said. Gilles Perreault said, forecheck, back check, and paycheck. Forecheck, back check, and paycheck. He said that in 1982, and then in 1987, I'm sorry, in 1983, Perry said that. So whatever, it's okay. Again, it was a quarter. It was in the kids' books, and then I picked this up in the kids' books as well. A Doonesbury book by Gary Trudeau. Ask for May, settle for June. So it might be funny-ish. I don't know. We'll see. Trudeau's stuff is kind of dated, but sometimes it comes back around. And then I picked up Beachcombing the Pacific by Amos Wood. A lot of these books, sometimes if you find the right ones here, they're autographed. I don't think this one is, but we can always double check here, and it is not. But anyway, whatever. It was a quarter, and it looks like it's got some pictures, good pictures of people finding cool stuff on the beaches. There's, anytime you go to a beach, there's some beaches, you should leave stuff or whatever, but there's just some interesting pictures here. This was printed in 1982, and would be my guess. 87, I was off. Usually I can guess the date of a book there, but 1987. So the main event here deals with kind of what the background is here. And I alluded to it in a previous video, which you may have seen already. I've taken both of these out of the holders here. This is the Fraser trading card. This is the Space Quest card. It says Space Quest there. There's Dr. Fraser Crane right there, and there's the dog Eddie, portrayed by Moose. And this is one of the special cards here, numbered 72 out of 93. There's a picture of Martin Crane back there. You won't be able to see this, so I'll do a picture of this at the end of the video here. But in blue foil right here, it's stamped 72 of 93. So there's only 92 more examples of this exact card out there. But not all of them will make it to market. Not all of them will be able to go on eBay or ComC eventually. Some of these will eventually fall into the who cares category, in like the $2 or $3 range here, and that's the time that you want to pick them up. This card right now is currently going for about $5 right now, plus shipping. So do you want to pay $7 for this card? That's what I sort of almost kind of did, but I got a combined shipping on that. So it was basically $5 for the card, $5.25 or $5.24 or something crazy like that. Maybe $5.23. I don't know. It was $4.99 or whatever that number works out to with the discounted shipping. But the main event here, and I got several things to talk about this card here. The main event is the one that I told you that I was getting or thinking about getting. But I alluded to the video that I had maybe not had purchased it. I was still looking for it. So this is the Fraser Eddie card here. Try to get my fingers out of the way here. there's the Eddie card there with a piece of fabric, more than likely from that exact costume there. I think it came from the back part of it or one of his sleeves here. One of the collar sleeves there. I think that's really neat there. And I'll show you what it says on the back here. This card contains an authentic piece of Eddie's sweater, Frazier. That's all it says. It doesn't say what episode it's from. This is costume relic number 4, CR4. And as I stated before, there is only one Eddie card in the relic series out of 12. There's Frazier and Martin Crane, and that's why I decided to pick one of these up. It was a little on the spendy side there. There's only one right now that is $50, and I did not pay $50. I paid well below $50. And even both of these cards combined were less than $50. Now, in perspective here, what do we really have here? We just take an old copper penny right here and drop it, and we just put it on here, and it blocks out almost the entire relic, but not quite. So we have, you know, essentially a penny's worth of fabric right there, a size of a penny. That's the size of the relic. That's a pretty small one there, but at least you get something there. And this is the first, and count me, can't count on any hands right now how many animal relics that are out there. Real ones, not like the Allen and Ginter fake ones, but any real relics. If you can put any comments down below, if you know of any other dog relics, horse relics, or animal relics of any kind from any show or movie, maybe a Harry Potter or something might have something interesting from some sort of costume or whatever, from some sort of, you know, animal or you know, monster or whatever. Don't really know there, but what do you have there? So I think this is going to be, you know, a sought after card there. And again, there's only one for $50 on eBay. A bunch of them are listed, and they just boom, gone. And even if I wanted a 2-color combination card, I couldn't get one. They were all gone at the point. The one that's on eBay has the tiniest of color on the edge there. It's almost negligible there. So unfortunately, that is $50 more than it needs to be. I'm sorry, not $50, but you know what I mean. It's $15 or $20 more than it needs to be. You know, so that's just what that is. I'll just put. And the nice thing about this particular seller is they gave me a proper holder to put it in. You know, nothing worse than buying a card and not being able to put it in a top loader there. Again, I don't care for top loaders, but the costume cards, that's what I have to do. That's what I have to do for those. Am I going to pick up any more cards from the set? If anything, I might pick up more of these because they're technically limited, you know, but again, there's 97 cards, and this is card number 3. But I wanted to go with the Eddie card there. And again, I could theoretically go through and pick out all the cards that feature Eddie. Now, unfortunately, some of them will have him on the back. Again, that's the same picture on the front as it is the back. But, you know, are there any, you know, how many Eddie cards are there? There's an Eddie subset and all that fun stuff. Do I really even care about Eddie? It just, like I said, I just took the opportunity because I saw the cards were disappearing very quickly. This is the last one the seller had. I was very, very happy to get that. And let me know what you're doing, card-wise or non-sport or other. And thank you for watching.